Hey guys, we're back for another video. Today we're going to be discussing input statements, as you can see in our title right here. The four things we'll be doing is going to be setting a variable to an input, using that input in a sentence, setting an input to an integer, and using that integer in a math problem. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing is we're going to be setting a variable to an input. So what this means is that we're going to be defining a variable. In this case, I'm going to use name. So I've said my variable is name. I'm going to set that variable equal to something that the user is going to type in. To do that, we're going to use the word input. This input is a function, so you're going to use left and right parentheses right after that. Inside that input is what question we're going to ask the user so they know what to type in. We're going to say input, what is your name? After we do that, we have a variable called name. If we wanted to print that, see what they typed in, we could print their name. Let's see if that works. The console asks, what is your name? And we can type in Mr. Flanagan, because that is my name. And it prints out Mr. Flanagan, all well and good. Next thing we're going to do is use that input in a sentence. So what if I wanted to ask the user their name and then say, hello, whatever you typed your name in as. So if I wanted to say, hello, Mr. Flanagan, the way I would do that is say print hello. And in order to combine the variable name with what we typed in as hello, we use a plus sign that shows the computer that we're going to combine hello and whatever the variable name is. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if that works. I'm going to type in Mr. Flanagan again. And it says, hello, Mr. Flanagan, but as you see on the right, there might be a little bit of an issue here. Most of the time, hello and Mr. are not combined like that. Think for 3 seconds about how to fix that. If you guessed, put a space after O in hello, you are correct. We're going to do that, play that, see if that works. It does. All right. We got our first deal down. Next thing, we're going to be setting an input to an integer. So this time, I'm going to ask for the user's age instead. We're going to do the same thing with an input. And what is your age instead of name this time, making sure that we use these quotes in a string because the input must be a string here. But we are actually looking for the age to be a number because you wouldn't say your age is a name, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to then print out whatever they typed in for their age. Let's see. So right now it says, what is your name? I'm going to say Mr. Flanagan again. It says Mr. Flanagan because of this line 7 right here. Then it says, hello, Mr. Flanagan, because of line 8. And then it says, what is your age as an input line, asking us a question. You can see these 3 little orange arrows showing that that's what you can type in as. So we're going to type in a number. I'm going to type in 26, so that's my age. And then it prints out 26. And that's all well and good. The problem is, though, that you can't do any math with that number that you typed in. And I'm going to give you a second to try to think about why that is. Okay, the reason why is because input right now, this 26, even though it looks like a number, is actually a string, like these green words right here. In order to make an integer, we want that blue color. The blue color signifies numbers. So in order to change age into a number, all I have to do is type in age equals int age. What that line of code does is it transforms the string of age into an integer. So we can do some math with it. For example, I could say print now I will double your age. And then we're going to do a math problem where we're going to print out 2 multiplied, this little star, the asterisk above 8, and then times your age. Hopefully this should print out our age. What is your name? Again, I am Mr. Flanagan. Hello, Mr. Flanagan, what is your age? And my age is 26. That's good. So it prints out my age, and then it says, now I will double your age, 52. That's fantastic. Now we've finished our 4 things that we needed. We've set a variable equal to an input. We've used that input in a sentence, setting our input to an integer, and we've used the integer in a math problem. That's great. I hope to see you for the next video. Peace.